France's economy has been struggling for years, facing an array of deep structural issues that have weakened its competitiveness, growth potential, and fiscal health. Despite being the second-largest economy in the European Union, France has found itself grappling with persistent stagnation and an increasing burden of debt, which has made its economic outlook more precarious than ever. One of the core challenges facing the French economy is its high level of public debt. As of 2023, France's debt-to-GDP ratio surpassed 110%, a worrying figure for any major economy, and one of the highest in the EU. This is largely due to years of budget deficits driven by expansive government spending, particularly in the social welfare system. France has one of the most generous welfare states in Europe, with extensive healthcare, unemployment benefits, and pensions. While these protections contribute to social stability, they also place a heavy strain on public finances. To meet the rising costs of these social programs, the French government has had to borrow heavily, leading to a situation where debt servicing consumes an increasingly larger portion of the national budget. As a result, France has little fiscal space to invest in growth-promoting initiatives or respond effectively to economic downturns. At the same time, France's labor market is hindered by rigidities that impede growth and job creation. The French labor code is notoriously complex and inflexible, making it difficult for companies to hire and fire employees without incurring significant costs. This has led to a labor market characterized by high unemployment, particularly among young people and low-skilled workers, despite France's relatively high level of education. The unemployment rate in France hovers around 7 to 8%, which, although lower than in some countries, is still high in comparison to its European neighbors like Germany, where unemployment is significantly lower. Moreover, youth unemployment is particularly problematic, often exceeding 20%, leaving many young people in precarious, temporary employment or excluded from the workforce altogether. France's high tax burden also contributes to its weak economic performance. The country has one of the highest tax rates in the world, with high personal income taxes and corporate taxes that hinder investment and job creation. While these taxes are used to fund the welfare state, they also deter businesses from investing and expanding, as well as discouraging entrepreneurial activity. Entrepreneurs often find it difficult to navigate France's regulatory environment, which is considered complex and burdensome. The high cost of labor, combined with restrictive hiring practices, means that many small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, face significant barriers to entry and growth, limiting innovation and economic dynamism. Another critical issue is the decline of France's manufacturing sector. Over the past few decades, the country has seen a steady decline in industrial output, as companies have outsourced manufacturing to countries with lower labor costs, particularly in Eastern Europe, Asia, and Africa. The result has been a hollowing out of French industrial capacity, leading to a growing reliance on services and consumer goods, which are often imported. The shift away from manufacturing has led to regional economic disparities, as rural and former industrial areas, especially in the north and east of the country, struggle with high unemployment, lower wages, and limited access to education and training opportunities. While France remains a leader in luxury goods, aerospace, and pharmaceuticals, these sectors employ relatively few people compared to the larger manufacturing base that once existed. Social unrest is another manifestation of the economic weakness facing France. The country has experienced waves of protests in recent years, most notably the Yellow Vest movement, which began in 2018 in response to fuel tax hikes and broader concerns about inequality. Protests against proposed pension reforms in 2019 and 2020 also highlighted the public's dissatisfaction with the status quo. The government's attempts to reform the pension system, widely seen as unsustainable, triggered major strikes, especially from public sector workers, and underscored the difficulty of implementing economic reforms in a country with a strong tradition of social mobilization. These protests, while partly motivated by specific grievances, also reflect deeper frustrations with a perceived lack of economic opportunity and the rising cost of living, which have compounded over time. In addition to these internal structural problems, France is also vulnerable to external shocks. The COVID-19 pandemic severely impacted the economy, with GDP contracting by around 7% in 2020, the deepest recession the country had faced in decades. Although the French economy began to recover in 2021 and 2022, the recovery has been uneven, and the country still faces lingering challenges in terms of employment, investment, and innovation. Additionally, the war in Ukraine has compounded economic difficulties by driving up energy prices and creating supply chain disruptions. France, which relies heavily on energy imports, has been particularly exposed to the energy crisis, pushing inflation to a 40-year high in 2022 and placing further strain on household budgets and businesses. Another factor contributing to the economic malaise is the lack of significant productivity growth in France. While other advanced economies, such as Germany, have made strides in boosting labor productivity through technological innovation and investment in digital infrastructure, France has lagged in these areas. France's economy is still heavily reliant on traditional sectors, and its digital and technological adoption has been slower compared to other European nations. In particular, France has faced difficulties in transitioning its workforce to the new economy, as automation and artificial intelligence begin to replace jobs in traditional industries. This slow adoption of innovation is a drag on productivity, and as a result, France's growth potential is limited. Finally, France faces a demographic challenge. With an aging population, the country faces rising pressures on its pension system and healthcare services, which will require substantial public spending. This demographic shift could place further strain on the economy, particularly if economic growth remains sluggish. The elderly population requires more healthcare services and social support, but fewer young people are entering the workforce to sustain these programs. In conclusion, France's economic weaknesses are the result of a combination of internal structural issues, such as high taxes, rigid labor markets, and declining manufacturing, along with external challenges like global supply chain disruptions, energy price hikes, and demographic shifts. While France remains an important global economy with strengths in areas like luxury goods and aerospace, its overall economic trajectory is one of slow growth, high debt, and persistent inequality. Without meaningful reforms to tackle these deep-rooted issues, France's economic outlook may remain weak for the foreseeable future.